Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it's KingNido here, and we are coming to you from Jubilife City, where the Jubilife Venom and the Dooford combats are going head to head. And the Dooford combats are starting out huge with their pseudo-legendary Kommo-o and Conkeldurr, whereas it's Toxicroak and Toxapex starting out for the Jubilife Venom. And Toxicroak, with that speed advantage, immediately goes for the guard swap with Kommo-o. Kommo-o having decent defenses, but Kommo sets up a Stealth Rock early on in this matchup. A very good play to set up those entry hazards on the field, whereas Conkeldurr goes with the Clear Smog, targeting Toxicroak there. It's not very effective on the Poison Fighting type and does have its stat changes removed. Toxapex going for a Rock Throw onto Conkeldurr, probably doing even less damage there, as Toxicroak goes with the Power Swap onto Kommo-o. It's continuously just trying to swap things with Kommo-o, as Kommo-o sets up a Tailwind behind its side, which is going to speed up the Dooford combats for a number of turns. Conkeldurr going with the Calm Mind here. Very soothing effect over the Fighting type Pokemon, as it raises its stats there, boosting its special attack and its special offense. Now, the Dooford combats are a very physically offensive side, as Gastro Acid from Toxapex will suppress Conkeldurr's ability, and Kommo-o goes with the Grass Knot onto Toxicroak. Not very effective, but little bit of damage. A recover from Conkeldurr should take it back to full strength, and that it will, having only taken minimal damage so far. Toxicroak now setting up a Magnet Rise. This will allow it to levitate. This could be a very good play. Allow it to not be hit by any ground type moves, as a Vital Throw from Toxapex onto Conkeldurr. Kommo-o goes with the Boom Burst, hits everybody on the field. Massive damage there. Toxicroak, very good play, as a Dragon Breath from Conkeldurr onto Toxapex, and the Fighting types have a huge advantage over the field right now, as a No Retreat set up by Toxicroak. It is not backing down. It's going to boost all of its stats. It won't be able to go back to the bench. It cannot escape unless it doesn't move that it send it back. But a Dazzling Gleam, super effective on both Conkeldurr and Kommo-o. Good play there by Toxapex, who's hit by a Flail from Kommo-o. And now Toxicroak going with the Eerie Impulse onto Conkeldurr. That does lower Conkeldurr's special attack. Not that it has much to go with, but a Shadow Claw from Conkeldurr onto Toxapex almost wipes it out. Toxapex responds with a Psy Strike. This is going to be super effective. What an awesome looking move too. And Conkeldurr is eliminated with that super effective attack. Would not expect Toxapex to be the one taking out anyone from the Dooford combats, but that has, as Surfetch now comes out for the Dooford combats, and Toxicroak sets up for a Sky Attack. Now we know that's going to be super effective on the Fighting types. Psycho Cut from Kommo-o is going to take down Toxapex, another super effective move, both these sides being weak to Psychic type attacks. Now Surfetch already has full strength, so its recover is pointless, but Gengar comes out onto the field for the Jubilife Venom and is instantly hit by those stones. Those pointed rocks were set up earlier, and there's the Sky Attack onto Surfetch, and it's a one-hit wonder. That super effective move takes Surfetch out of this matchup. A massive hit there by Toxicroak. Tail Whip from Gengar onto Kommo-o is going to lower its defenses. Kommo-o responds with the Acid Spray onto the Poison type, so that does very minimal damage. But it does lower the special defense of Gengar, who's got that Cursed Body ability, which means Kommo-o is going to be left struggling on the field as long as Gengar's still on it. Not very effective hit there by Toxicroak onto Kommo-o, but that Confusion from Gengar is going to be much more effective and gets the elimination. Gengar's taken out the pseudo-legendary with that Confusion. Very good play, as Machamp goes with the Play Rough onto Gengar. It's not very effective on that Poison typing, however it will lower Gengar's attack stat. Blaziken now coming out onto the field as an Anchor Shot from Toxicroak onto Blaziken. Very good hit, even though it wasn't very effective. Gets that critical hit, and it's got that Poison Toucher as well, so Blaziken is left with the status condition, as Blaziken can no longer escape. Gengar going with the Vital Throw under the Hoenn starter Pokemon. Blaziken sets up a Safeguard. You have to think it probably wish it had set up that Safeguard before it was poisoned. Machamp goes with the Leaf Storm, continuing to go for Gengar, and a huge hit on the Ghost type, almost eliminating it with that not very effective attack. Now that will lower Machamp's special attack, and also that Cursed Body takes effect again, which means both Blaziken and Machamp are going to be struggling on the field. Toxicroak now going with the Land's Wrath, hits both Machamp and Blaziken is eliminated. Super effective all the advantage is on the side of the Jubilife Venom. They are dominating right now, as Gengar has a much needed milk drink to keep itself in the play here, restoring its health, and Machamp with those no moves left is going to struggle. Hits Toxicroak, who holds on. Machamp doing massive recoil damage to itself, and the last Pokemon for the Do for Combats is Gallade. It comes out onto the field and is hit immediately with a Mud Slap from Toxicroak. Gallade's having its accuracy lowered, and Gengar sets up the Future Sight onto Gallade there. Now Gallade has that Psychic type and it needs to capitalize on it, and it does with a Psybeam onto Toxicroak. Super effective. Toxicroak is eliminated, having been in the matchup all the way from the start so far, and Machamp continuing to struggle on the field. Hits Gengar with that, but does just as much damage, almost eliminating itself, and Crobat coming out for the Jubilife Venom, having massive damage done to it by the Pointed Stones, but with the Focus Blast takes out Machamp. Machamp is eliminated. Gallade has 4 Pokemon to contend with here. Gengar goes with the Laser Focus, setting its sights on Gallade. Gallade though responds with the Fiery Dance, and Gengar's eliminated. And that's also going to boost Gallade's special attack, but Gengar is taken down. This is exactly what Gallade has to do. As Nidoking, the all-amazing Nidoking, gets hit with those Pointed Stones. But Nidoking is on the field. Everyone get excited. Lava Plume from Crobat, critical hit on Gallade. Also hits Nidoking, but Gallade is left with that burn status condition. Nidoking now going with an Aero Blast. This should be super effective, and it gets the job done. Nidoking critical hit on Gallade because Nidoking is amazing, and we all know it. Nidoking has gotten the victory for the Jubilife Venom. They have been dominant here today over the Do for Combats in their home field. That'll put them equal first with the Shimmery Keepers and Opalissa Draconids. Not so good for the Do for Combats, but we still have 2 matches left in our first round. We will have them over the coming days, but next round it'll be Do for Combats going up against the Olivine Ore, and the Jubilife Venom will be facing the Balonly Angels. Our next matchup is the Fair Minds facing the Lumiose Lightning. I really look forward to that one. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was best on field today. But more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I will see you when you see me.